Hi guys. Anybody want to lift?
Of course.
Great, okay. Well, unfortunately, I've only got one bicycle, but I think you have a few more than I do, right? So, yeah, you've all come here to the COP from different places. Where do you come from then?
So me, I come from the main branch, the branch coming from COP29 from Azerbaijan, and I cycle from Azerbaijan to Lisbon in Portugal to take a sailboat. So more than 9,000 kilometers, 6 months, and hundreds of cyclists in this big relay all together.
Oh my God, so your bike went on the sailboat, did it?
It did, yes.
So probably the most environmentally friendly way of getting here.
Definitely, yes.
But quite a long journey.
It is a long journey, but that's why we wanted to do it. We wanted to inspire people that, yeah, it's possible to do it. Of course, it takes a lot of time, but if you want to raise awareness about the importance of cycling and taking low carbon transport, it's the way you have to do it, and it's really amazing.
And from your accent, maybe you're from France or Belgium?
I'm French.
You're French,
yes, definitely.
So your partner back in France, you still have a relationship after all this journey?
No, just with my bike.
Okay. Where are you from? Where have you come from?
Kenya.
You're from Kenya. Okay, habari.
Mzuri sana.
Okay.
Ya kwako iko aje?
Mimi nataka pombe baridi tafadhali.
Pombe hapana.
So you came from Nairobi
Yeah, Nairobi.
to, where did you get to?
So to Windhoek, Namibia. 5 African countries, but having a relay within different people from cyclists across Africa.
Yeah.
And then, interacting with municipalities, putting COP30 bike ride.
I've lived in Nairobi, and I lived there for 13 years because I used to work for UNEP, in Gigiri. And I started in 2001, and I had a bicycle with me, but after being nearly killed about 5 times by matatus, or falling off into a ditch because it was safer, I kind of gave up. Is it still dangerous with the bike?
Very dangerous. Going to heaven is visa free, while in Nairobi, that's we put the power of 2 wheels paddle, COP30 bike ride, and we need to make things
much better for the bicycle.
and safer and also conducive for the
you need to defined bicycle lanes, which are protected like they have in Europe in many places. The Netherlands, in the Netherlands, in Holland, they have, is it 3 or 4 lanes? They have one for the car, one for the bus, one for the bicycle, and one for the dog.
However,
of course. Not bad. Maybe they have one for the pedestrian as well. Where have you come from?
From Zambia, cycled to Zimbabwe and Namibia.
Okay. So Namibia, this is where, what happened to the bicycles then? The bicycles, got lifted onto a plane to come here?
Yes.
Okay. Did that happen to your bike?
No,
your bike is left in Namibia?
Yeah, because now technical issues, and we could have catched a sailboat, but now by the time we will be in Namibia, already the last sailboat leaves by November, December, January.
Okay. And you came from Zambia, yeah?
Yes, from Zambia.
Okay.
Lusaka, Zambia.
What did your friends say that when you were doing this? Did they say you're a crazy guy, or
A little bit of that, because you need to believe to the idea and show up to say, I'm going to cycle through Africa for the great cause. So I said, crazy, no, carry on to the journey. So from Lusaka, now in Belém.
Incredible. And you've come all the way from Brazil?
Yes, I'm from Brazil, Recife. So 2,800 kilometers from here. Yes.
Were you wearing that jacket? It's very hot.
Yeah, it's very hot. But this is a special moment.
Now I understand why they say the Amazon is the lungs of the world, along with the Congo basin,
Yes.
This is the lungs of the world because it's breathing out so much water. It's unbelievable, really. It's so sweaty here, right?
Yeah.
But this is why,
It's good refreshment when you're cycling. You're warm, and you get a big refreshment. Big rain coming.
What are you hoping for from this bike ride, and what are you hoping for from this yet another UN climate conference, this COP30? What are you hoping for?
So the goal is the same as last year. We have these 10 proposals, and we go from one city to another to meet the municipality, to meet the NGOs, and we bring the 10 proposals. We help them to have a big bicycle system, because usually they just have one part of the bike system. They just have bicycle lane, for example, but they don't teach children how to cycle. So it's missing one part. So if they take the 10 proposals and then you put them in place into the city, then you have the big bicycle system. And then at the COP, it's the same. We have to ask all the countries to put bicycle in the NDCs, so the nationally determined contributions.
Yeah, the national climate plans. Yeah.
Yes, and they have to mention cycling, and they have to make a plan and budgeting to have more cycling in their countries.
Okay.
Because today only 20% of their countries mention cycling as a way to tackle climate change, their climate plans, which is way not enough.
Well, I live in Berlin, in Germany, although I'm British, and I bicycle everywhere. I mean, so, you know, I'm a really big fan of bicycling, have been for years, yeah. What about in Brazil and Africa? How's bicycling treated there?
Bicycling is something that is coming up because everyone now is talking about going into sustainable transport system, and we believe because Africa is still a developing continent, and with projects like Cycle COP30 Bike Ride, we'll be able to put something into consideration by our leaders who are at the COP. So
once you've got the bike, it's free, right? And it's good exercise. And you know, you get around, you don't have to wait for a matatu or whatever, you just go when you want, right? As long as it's safe, it's a very healthy form of transport. Of course, it's not safe if a minibus kills you, but you know, generally it's the same.
Burning fat surpasses burning oil.
Yeah.
So being fit, holistic, health, spiritual, and also having a sense of connection. Because where you breathe and where you reside pumps in the person you become. So also in addition to what is in Africa, because as we shape up in this policy and also how best we are merging different sectors, so transport plays a crucial role in terms of where we move every now and then. Goods, people are moving, and the key element of this is putting the NDCs and holding the leaders to like push for what is best and safe for the people, because sustainability isn't just in between the legs, but in how we do it.
It's not like an electric car, which currently costs a lot of money, right? It's a cheap form of transport. Some people say, oh, it's cheap, I want to elevate myself to an electric car. No, it's actually the most perfect form of transport. Long distance? No. I mean, most people are not going to travel thousands of kilometers like you guys, right? To go to work and...
So, and again, this journey demonstrate to say, as we're talking about the energy inclusion and the putting up any other like devices or transport mechanism in place, we can, as you have said, we can use an electric car, but that is already increasing on the volume on the load. With a bike, what that does removes the energy system that is already putting this globe at the dangers where we are. So using a bicycle, we don't need like a van. If you're ordering pizza delivered to a house, you can use a bike. That you are saying bike cargo ship or small distance.
I made a music video in London, in Berlin, for a song, the lead song from my album, and it was a climate song. And in it, at the beginning, I carry a bicycle around with me on my shoulder. This is in the music video. And then I go into a dark room. People are like, what's he doing with that bicycle in a dark room? And then I start pedaling on a machine with rollers like that. And then suddenly, all behind me, it lights up with bees and flowers and forests, and you know, I am the renewable energy, right? I am creating the renewable energy in the world through my bicycling, and I think that's a cool concept,
And it's very efficient in a city. If you do like small distances, it's very fast. You don't need a lot of energy.
That's true.
So it's so much better than having an electric car.
So what happens after this today? Let's finish up with that. What are you going to be doing today? Do you go into the COP? Or do you meet people? What happens?
We still have some interviews with other media. We have to meet some ministries to ask them to put bicycle in their climate plans. We are going to other panels about land transport decarbonation to put like a little word that you need to put cycling in all the
Yeah,
climate
yeah.
plans.
Yeah.
And then we have a very big event, very important, because this year in all the cities we stopped, we asked the municipalities for 3 commitments for the development of cycling to 2030. So in 5 years, the next climate plan.
Yeah.
And we have to deliver all these commitments. Now we have more than 60 letters, 60 municipalities that committed to have more bicycle in their cities.
Okay.
So we have to deliver all these letters to the COP and
Right.
to ensure that the COP will take care of it.
Good. So you're working with people like C40 and ICLEI and ICLEI. There's a lot of climate city alliances. That's very good.
Yeah, and also the ECF in Europe,
Yeah.
PATH.
Good. Well, well done with what you're doing. It's really important work. We're right behind you. This TV station is called We Don't Have Time. And of course, we don't have time to muck around. But with bicycles, we can move the world forward a bit faster with every pedal stroke. So let's do it that way. Thanks very much indeed.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
We don't have time but to get the bike on.